back at the board of review. This we're going to do with In.Focus. So hopefully you can see that is in focus. Let's get straight to it. So this is the door card inserts. This is going to be on the doors themselves. We bought it for the front and back. In.Focus sells this for one of the two if you want, but we wanted to do everything. Why not? We wanted to match it. So as you can see, very well packaged. They come with the instructions. Move that out of the way. Like I said, there's that door card right there. That's that little piece we're going to be replacing. This is going to be for the 2015 through 21, and they have it for a lot of different variations, but of course I'm super excited to get these in the car. Nice stickers that they give you right here, and there's is the product. Oh man, oh look at that. They even make sure to help you label right there. There's the rear passenger side. Try not to sing that song of My Best Friend's Ride, trying to holler. Okay, anyways, so that is the rear. This is the front, and you get the point. So they label each one for you, and as you can see, that it does have a beautiful layout with the Akatsuki clouds. Let's just get straight to this install. We're gonna do the front door, and we're gonna do the back door. So let's get to it. In this little spot, you're gonna take a little clip, and you can pop this up. There you go. So there is a screw right there. She's a Phillips head, and this is again for the 2016 WRX. I do not think it has changed too much for the other models. I'm pretty sure people in the comments will let me know, like, oh, 2017, 2018. However, it should all have that single screw right there, and then another screw should be right here, and that's also going to be a Phillips. And if you can't get to it with just your finger like I did, just take a little bit of a pin or some kind of plastic so you don't scratch this up, and then it should come off really easy. Everything else is gonna be pop clips around here. The rest of it is just gonna pop right off. With the window down, that will make our lives easier for the reinstallation. So now this will be the fun part. Depending on how many times that you've taken this door off, it will be either easy, or you might just have to spend a little more extra elbow grease on taking it or working it off. This one for me, since I've done the door, I've done light modifications in it, it's gonna be really easy, and you can do two ways. You can either hold the bottom of the door with your foot, kind of go full cowboy, just pull it off like that. There should be just push clips. There should be no other screws holding on for the 2015 through 17. Anything above that, you're kind of on your own because I don't know. Right here, you have these clips that we want to take off, okay? And they are going to be simple push up and push out now. So you see how there's a little pin right here? That's gonna go in this little duck well, and I'll show you a better version once I get this off. So the same thing for the bottom. There's yellow, which is the top, and then there's a black, which is the bottom. So we're gonna pull that out, and I don't know if you can see in there's a little ball kind of sits in the well. Now with those out, that makes your door a lot easier. These power clips, it's a simple push button that you take with your finger or thumb and push it out. So there are three. 1, 2, and 3. And this one is going to be the easiest. Push pin right here. They all have that push pin. It's just the way they put them is a little awkward. Now that we got the door off, I would also recommend before starting this, and this is my fault, I didn't tell this to everybody, make sure you have some kind of movie blanket or something soft so you don't scratch the door itself. These are the clips from that main harness on the driver's side that you can take off right here with these push pins, or you can do the alternative way, which is to take off this screw right here and another screw on the side here, and you should be able to push this thing off. But that will be an alternative way to do it. So upon inspection here, it looks like this door, which is really disappointing, and even, I guess I should have looked at the instructions first. I assumed, that's what I get, that these were all going to be like screwed in or a pop panel, but as you see, it's all sealed, and they want you to tuck it into this seal. I am not a fan of that. Figure something out before I show you guys the rest of this. We're gonna have to figure that out, and I'll come back to you guys once I have a solution. Now, what I found and read and looked, start from here. All this right here is the only place that you really can tuck, and it goes underneath. So the goal is to sit here and tuck it underneath here first, and then pull down and put it right here. And this right here is a small, tiny weld. So it's kind of like almost, it's gonna be like a pressure fit. I don't think I'm gonna have too much of a problem. Let's go ahead and start with this right here. As you see, they give you a lot of fabric, and they say they give you 0.5 inches of fabric to work with, which is really nice because they could have easily like cut it short. So we're gonna try to center this as much as possible. If you look right here, I've kind of started to see off camera to see how I'm gonna do this. What I've noticed is using 2 plastic clips, because you'll rip the fabric, you have to push down and in. So instead of you pushing straight down, you have to kind of like push underneath, and that's lifting this little panel up right here. And I'll show you what I mean. Push, you see that? Down and up. So when you have it a little bit, you can tuck underneath. So push in and push down, or inwards towards the door. Now that we got that door card on, now we got to put it back, and I wanted to give you guys what I was talking about with those little divots right here, right here. Those little holes are gonna, where these balls are gonna fit into, like that, and then just reverse put everything back on. So make sure that the yellow goes on top and the black goes on bottom. The lock is, sorry, the yellow is for the red lock that you see, and then this will be for the handle, just for reference. And then we're just gonna set it into this groove right here, like that. That way it holds it. And then we have to push each one with the clips, which is like right here. You should just be able to push it in, and you should have a nice little clip. So we're gonna clip all the way around, making sure that each one gets clipped in. But so far so good. We need to put our screws back, which is right there and down here. And make sure you don't forget to put the cover, and that's the front door. And now that the door is put back together, screws are back, you'll notice if when you plug in to your, you'll notice your plug into your harness and everything will work. Locks and all that stuff will work, no problem. The one thing that you might notice is that when you use your auto down button, you see how this happens? So look, I'm pressing this. Usually this goes down, right? But it's just going one at a time. So all you have to do is do a full cycle of full down and full up. Okay, let's see if that works. There we go. Yeah, so you just have to cycle the window up and down, and it will resume normal operation. So just don't panic, that's all you have to do. All right, let's go get the rear done. So now that we have the rear, same concept as before, is gonna be 2 screws. So reference, there's your door one, and the handle, just like the front, right in this area. Flash forward, we're gonna work with the door off. I recommend using the door off. It's a lot easier to have something hard to push against. So we're gonna do the top. Same thing, work from the top and tuck it into the sides and then finish at the bottom. All right, the rear is definitely more of a challenge, and the only reason it's a challenge is it was a lot more material to tuck in, but all in all, pretty simple. So the next thing is to just put this all back together. Again, there's only one, actually, sorry, there's 2 cables like the front and a single plug unlike the front. So that's it. Again, put this on the very top and slide your way down, and you're done. Wow. All right, what does everyone think? These look amazing, right? I think that the trade-off for how long it takes to put one in, it takes about maybe half an hour per door, so what, 2 hours, if I'm mathing right. But the installation itself, I would say you want to give it maybe like a 3 out of 5, 5 being the easiest, 3 being kind of like meh. The only other thing that I could recommend is definitely having the plastic tools and making sure you just take your time, because you will get it as long as you start from the top and then work your way down to the sides. It stretches out perfectly. I'm pretty sure all these little small creases will go away, especially in the Arizona heat. But man, it's definitely worth it. The payoff or results can't speak for itself, and I definitely encourage anyone after watching this video, hopefully this helps somebody. If it did help somebody, make sure you give me a like, and if you guys are enjoying what you're watching, make sure you subscribe and come back. We do a lot of things with the WRX, and I'm hoping to do more. Just like I said, I just gotta wait for it, and once it comes in, and we'll give it a good review. With that said, guys, I think I'm gonna finish up the other side and call it a day, because it is really hot. It's 100 degrees outside, so it might be 120. We are sweating, but it's worth it. It was totally worth it, and I'm really, really excited for everyone spending their time with me today. Let me know what else we can do to make the channel more enjoyable, but I appreciate it, guys, and as always, thanks for watching. And remember, dreams are not simple. Take care, guys. Later.